So I'll open with this. I was fortunate to be able to. Holly and I went and was able to go to the induction of. Went down there for Drew Brees just to be able to see the induction, be there as part of it. And all of those guys. It's a reminder. It was refreshing. Just to be able to stand in the presence of greatness with those guys. Roger Craig, man, it's about time, that he got in. What a blessing. So, and Kuechly and Fitzy and, all of them, man. Just Vinatieri. So, it's one of those moments that, it's a reminder as to, why you do what you do, what you love about the game, your teammates. It was special. So, man, I congratulate all those guys. That was very cool. On another note, Teddy Bridgewater is going to step away. So, I've known Teddy a long time, and man, the human being is unbelievable. Certainly the player. Everything that he's about, the type of teammate he is, the way he prepares, always played the game up here and had a huge heart. He's going to be missed. So I'll never forget 2019 when Drew got injured. We had just gone out to the Rams, got beat out there, and Drew, got his thumb, and we lost him for 5 weeks. And Teddy stepped in. We won 5 in a row, man. And that was Teddy. And then just his time being with us meant a lot, and it meant a lot to our guys. So he's going to be missed. We have a number of other guys that are, we got bumps and bruises like everybody, so we'll have a lot of guys out, but that's kind of where we're at. So we'll get out there today and move around a little bit, be about an hour and a half, and go from there. Questions?
Before we go on, just another word about Teddy. First, is this retirement for good, do you think, for him? And second, what did he mean to you, personally? I know he said he stayed in contact with you all throughout, even when he, took that first year away. So the bond that you two had.
Yeah, I think only he can truly answer that, but I feel like this is where it's at for sure right now. This is where it needs to be, and where he felt, and his biggest worry was letting us down. That's the type of guy he is, and he's not. That's as far as it can get. So it's been a lot.
This organization's aspirations, Dan, do you need to add veteran depth to that room, or do you feel confident, comfortable with how Luke is progressing, that he can be a capable backup for this?
We're going to add somebody. We like Luke. Luke is growing. Luke is getting better. He just needs reps, he needs a million reps. But the reps that he has gotten to this point, he has improved, and so we like him. But we are going to add somebody, and we'd like to add a veteran quarterback. We're hoping maybe something happens tomorrow. We'll see. But yeah, that's the plan.
Yes. Ate a lot of reps, Altmaier, over the last couple of days when Teddy was out. Just what did you see from him in those 2 days as he kind of got the advanced workload there?
Yeah, you were still talking about Altmaier, right? Yeah, I thought he did some really good things. He was put in some really tough positions for a young player that you absolutely have to be put in. You just do. You got to be thrust in it, and really you need to fail. You need to make mistakes so that you can grow. And we thought he handled it really well. We did, and there was some things. He had to delay a game. There was a couple of misreads. But man, that's part of growth. But it's what you feel like right now. We'll know a lot more when we get in the games. Is it doesn't feel too big to him right now, and that's a great sign at that position. So we'll see. He's got a long way to go, and he just needs a million reps.
You talk about growth. It's tough for quarterbacks to grow, from year to year. But Jared Goff has been one of the guys who's been able to grow. Have you saw any growth with him? This summer going into this upcoming season or anything different for him?
Man, I'm sorry. Say that again. My mind is like, I'm sorry. Keep going.
No, it's tough from for quarterbacks, especially older in their careers, to continue to grow. And we saw Jared Goff from year to year, grow. Have you saw anything, from last year, this summer, going into the season that he's maybe grown from, or what have you saw from Goff?
I think the biggest thing for Goff is, he's taken his game to such a level right now that, I feel like he's in this. Man, he's up there. I mean, he's up there. And now what I feel is, all right, here's my game. His game's good. It's damn good. It's the mentality, the urgency, the leadership, hey man, let's go. We cannot accept anything less than the best. He wants to be the best in the league, and he wants to run the best offense in the league. And to get there, we got to go. We don't have time. That's where I really feel him growing. And every year I've felt more of an urgency out of him in that regard, more command, more leadership, more. And that has to come organically. It can't be forced on somebody. It can't. And so that's great to see out of him.
Yeah. With Gibbs able to do so many things, and now Montgomery's not here, is there a fine line between giving him everything he can do, impactful, but not overdoing it?
I think that'll always be there, but I mean, we're going to push him. We're going to push him because we think this kid can be one of the best, if not the best. So we're going to push him to get there. We're going to see what he's got now. I'm glad we got Pacheco, and he's going to very much be a part of what we have. But we need to see where we can take Gibbs now. We've only scratched the surface of him.
Injury front, Dan. We haven't seen Ben Barch take part in any team stuff yet. Obviously not on PUP, but is he where you kind of expected him to be in his progression when you signed him, and where does he kind of fit into some of this competition, maybe at the left guard spot?
Yeah, look, I'd be lying to you if I said I wasn't hopeful he would have been out there more than now. But I also know there's no setbacks, anything like that. And he's a veteran guy, from what we know about him and the short time we've been around him, he's a guy that, it means something to him. He's smart. He's conscientious, all those things. And we're going to get him out there a little bit today. We're hoping we get him about 10 reps maybe, somewhere in there. So that's the plan, is to begin to work him into some more stuff. So, look, there's a reason he's here. We think he brings outstanding competition. He's got a shot, but certainly he's behind the mark, right? I mean, he's missed some days, and that's just part of coming off an injury. That's the hand you're dealt.
We haven't seen, just a couple other veterans we haven't seen in a minute. Peyton Turner, update on him.
Yeah, nothing new really. I mean, he's got a back that we're just trying to get to calm down, and that's a day-to-day type thing. Yeah, Reed, that's not a major thing. His is really more kind of groin. And so that's not a major issue. We feel good about that. When he's ready, he'll be ready to go.
Considering you got a game Thursday, quarterback-wise, if you get a guy tomorrow, is he going to have to play, or does it mean Goff is going to play Thursday?
No, I don't see Goff playing. Even if we didn't have a quarterback, Goff's not playing. We'll just roll out. Give me a name. You know what? We'll put Tom Kennedy at quarterback. We'll do that in a heartbeat. He'll run the whole show for the game. But no. So I don't see Goff playing. Certainly Altmaier's going to take a heavy load, and then anybody else we'll get them up to speed as fast as we can and give them some reps.
I was just going to ask you what KB asked about how soon you start looking at, thinking at, talking about planning for Cincinnati. Yeah,
we already have. I really don't see playing a lot of our guys. We'll play some of them. We'll play some of our guys that are in these, we got some competitions going on at spots, but, you asked about Goff. I don't see Goff playing, and we'll kind of gauge it as we go here. I think more of mine is the questions will be coming next week when we start getting into the Washington week, because that was kind of where I always targeted, all right, this may be where we need to play our guys. That'll be the first one. It's kind of where I was thinking. Okay.
Thanks.